are live but late in tonight's episode of Wazzup Doc. This is your Diet Doctora, Dr. Josephine Grace Chua Rojo, na late po tayo ng konti, but I hope you are all there watching, safe and sound and happy. So far, it's a good weather today, Friday, February 5, 2021, and our topic, as suggested by one of our followers, is best food for age. So ano ba ang tamang pagkain sa bawat edad ng kada tao? Meron bang isang one size fit all? Or meron bang ideal food para sa age? And also, yung pinaka-concern ng nagpadala sa atin ng suggestion is actually, will it depend on the age, depending on your amount of food intake, especially sabi natin, habang tumatanda daw, bumababa yung metabolism, so kukunti rin ba yung pagkain natin? And how about yung mga bata? Dahil babata sila at mataas yung metabolism nila, ay pwede na silang kumain ng kahit ano, most especially sugar. Sinasabi na yung low carb pa lang daw sa mga matatanda at hindi daw pwede sa mga bata. Kasi sabi nga nila, once bata pa, they can tolerate as much sugar as they want. But is that true? Pwede nga ba silang unlimited when it comes to sugar and carbohydrates? Or can they also benefit from low carb lifestyle? At anong mangyayari sa mga batang ito kung lalo silang sumusobra when it comes to their sugar as their primary food? So yun yung mga questions natin. And don't worry, I think somebody also suggested a topic on the following episode. So upcoming episodes next week, we have the effects of carbohydrate and low carb diet when it comes to skin disorders, allergies, meron tayong tinatawag na skin asthma, meron din tayong mga autoimmune diseases. One of the most common and one of the most debilitating, yung nakakasira talaga halos ng buhay at ng pamumuhay, is psoriasis. So all those are actually autoimmune diseases. So yung katawan nila, inaatake yung sarili nilang mismo. So how to counter that? Just by doing alterations when it comes to food intake. So by the way, we are here in Tambayanihan Café. Nandito tayo. So we are here in our area. Hi, Mommy! Hi, Angela! That's my sister naman. That's my mommy. And meron tayong customers doon na nagda-dine-in. So we have ample of space here. And behind me is our DIY donuts. So we specialize in low-carb DIY donuts wherein you can choose your own dip, drizzle, and sprinkle. Oh, diba? So, yun. But our topic for today is the food. What's the best food per age? Magsasaan tayo magsisimula? Sa pinakamatanda or sa pinakabata? Sige, sagot kayo sa comment section. For the meantime, I would like to greet yung very first na commenter natin. Mahal na mahal natin yan. Sir Ronnie, Onim, good afternoon. Thank you so much for always following and all the love. Eleanor Papio Caranzo, good day to you. I'm so glad. Hindi late, no? On time talaga. Ako yung na-late ngayon eh. Ayan Blanquera, of course. Kamusta ang buhay-buhay? Huwag magpaka-stress sa mga taong hindi kailangan, hindi worth it na i-stress natin. And Joy, I'm so glad you were able to come and watch live, no? So Joy, I hope you are already closing your window kasi we have an eating window. We are trying to do consistently as possible yung circadian fasting natin. So ngayon, sundown na, papunta ng sundown. So tapos na rin kaming kumain, although merong dessert na hinahanda si mother, low carb donut. So I don't know, baka may natira pa mamaya after the live. But as much as possible, it's really good to close our eating window before sundown. Kasi yun yung pinaka-natural natin. And Florentina Molina, hello, good day. Thank you so much for commenting and raising your hand that you are here. Gina Guzman Menezes, good afternoon. Stay safe din po. Don't worry, we're always staying safe. That's why we have this cafe. It's a 900 square meter area. So malaki siya. So we can do the needed physical distancing talaga. And we don't crowd the space here. We are still on soft opening and we are not promoting as much as many na nagda-dine in. So we promote delivery, takeouts para people can enjoy more of their food in the comfort of their home and wherein it is safe, no? So Nympha Garcia, hello. And of course, yung Blanquero, gusto ko ang topic na to. That's good. So, Milet Aksaban, hello. And Mary Ann La Rosa, hello. Jinjoy, my dear, I miss you. We miss you. Mingno, we miss Jinjoy already. To think, maglilimang araw lang tayo hindi nagkikita. Annabelle Kasha, hello. Second time here. I'm so happy to welcome you. I'm so happy. I remember you saying the first time mo last Wednesday. I'm so glad that you're here again. Edward Blanco, hello. Jinjoy, Mommy and Angela, hello. Hi, Doc. You are so nice and deserving to be followed by millions. Thank you so much for the faith and belief, Ryan. Friends, good ta, amigo, good kaayo ta. Oy, salamat kayo. Ma'am Annabelle, Doc, so happy to see you again. And I'm so happy that you are here as well. Bisdak pareho, Ryan and Ma'am Annabelle. Jolak Samana, I hope you are doing all right. Huwag na pa-apekto kung anong sinasabi ng iba. You are blooming, you are maganda. The weight that you have now, sobrang bagay sa'yo. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-gain weight at hindi mo na rin kailangan mag-lose ng weight. Maintain na lang. Ana Beliana Kasia, how I wish meron keto cafe here in Cebu. Good thing though, marami na ngayon keto, although online lang. I have friends there in Cebu who are buying a lot from keto bakers. I think small or home-based bakers pa lang sila. And that's the best thing that we can support. Meron mang available na mga malalaking industries giving into keto, but we can actually help more. Yung mga small entrepreneurs. Halika dito. May nagtatago behind me. Come here, look, Ililo. Pagkilala kita, because this topic is for you. So, yung... Come here. So, this is Lilo Boy. Yung topic na to ay para sa kanya. Okay? Para to sa batang ito. Dahil masyadong mahilig sa sweets. So, ano ba talaga ang dapat na food? Sabihin mo nga, what are the food that is good for you? Carrots. Ano pa? Ano sabi ni Maming? Okay anong food yung okay?
Carrots and broccoli.
What else? Ano yung kinain natin a while ago? Ano yung kinain natin? Ha?
I don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do? How about pork? Bad ang pork or good ang pork?
Good.
Good ang pork. How about chicken? Good or bad?
Good.
How about cheese? Good or bad?
Good.
How about candies? Good or bad?
Bad.
How about ice cream? Good or bad?
I don't know.
I don't know because you like ice cream. Okay, it's regular ice cream is bad, but we have keto ice cream that's actually can be good as long as it's in moderation. Okay, so this is my nephew Lilo. What's your real name? Anong totoong pangalan mo? Louis
Joe Angelo Pino.
Oh, Louis Angelo Lee Rojo. Drew? May Drew ka pa?
Louis Drew
Angelo P. Rojo. Oh, yun pala pangalan mo. I didn't know. Ngayon ko lang nalaman na yan yung pangalan mo. Am I a bad tita? It's okay. I love you. Hindi ba yan? Makakalimutin talaga ako sa mga pangalan. Basta importante, mahal kita. So, to continue, hi Park Shen. Hello, good afternoon. Jinjoy, taga ikaw maming. Miss you all. And Ryan Porcada, simula pagkabata, Doc, to old age. Okay, sige. From young to old. Yun yung i-discuss natin. What's the best food for age? Kasi whenever we have patients, for example, on pedia, no, sa hospital, what we order, di ba, kasi sa mga matatanda, tinatawag natin full diet, meron ding DAS or diet as tolerated. But for children, what we usually put is a diet per age. But what exactly is diet per age? At ano yung kailangan natin i-follow? At ano yung totoong tamang diet per age na hindi makakasama sa mga bata? And meron tayong clue. Actually, yung mga pagkain na nakasanayan natin, what we grew up eating is actually not the ideal one. That is even the reason why ngayon nahihirapan tayo mag-let go ng mga certain foods na kahit alam natin nakakasama sa atin, but we continue to eat simply because nasanay na tayo. We are on that idea na na-brainwash na tayo to be eating all these foods, to to be liking all these foods that even if alam na natin that it's gonna damage our life, our body, our health, patuloy pa rin nating kinakain. So that is what we are trying to correct right now para yung future generation, the young ones in our family, including Lilo Boy, hindi na magsasuffer the way we are suffering, no?
And we need to eat fruits.
We need to eat fruits. Okay, yung fruits, i-discuss din natin yan. When is the last time to eat fruits, no? Kasi, hindi rin pwedeng all the time mag-i-eat ka lang ng fruits. But, of course, fruits is very nutritious, especially for the young ones. So, Churchy Marie, hello po ulit. And of course, Ayeng, hindi ako nagpapaka-stress, Doc Grace. Bala sila dyan. Very good. Yan talaga. That's the spirit. Bala kayo dyan. Walang pakialaman. As long as you're not doing anything bad against anybody, we're doing right. We're doing everything we can to be of help to others. Bahala na sila dyan. Mel Garcia, good afternoon din sa'yo. Mary Sin, hello. First time here. Welcome. I love first timers. And of course, love na love pa din yung regular nating kasama dito. Okay, Lona Rack. Hi, Doc. First time here. Thank you to my friend Lenny Calipara. Wow, for adding me here. Very informative and helpful. Thank you. Very much welcome. Say hi to Lenny for me. Matagal na rin kami hindi nagkita. I think my 20 years na siguro. Sabi ni Maming to Lenny, hello din. Sabi ni Maming, ayang Blackera, I like ice cream too. I feel you, Louie. Pareho kayo. Like niyo daw yung ice cream. JC Janice, sana Doc, pati sa anong breastfeeding mom? Yes, kasama yan. So, yung breastfeeding mom, kasama siya sa mga age na kailangan natin i-tackle. So, Connie, Anthony Fabulal, regular yan. Love na love natin si Connie. Sabihin mo, hello, Connie. Sabihin mo, hello, Connie.
Hello, Connie.
Thank you. And of course, Ma'am Melanie Arguzon Aquino, don't worry po, yung topic natin that you've suggested, we will tackle that this coming Mondays and Wednesday. So, to start, yung newborn, yung baby, sinong baby yung isasama sa bahay? Sinong mga baby sa bahay? Anong pangalan nila?
Si Loki, si Lucas.
Si Loki, hindi na baby, toddler na yon. Oh, ano na school age na si Loki. Yung kapid or kambal, kapid is twins in Ilonggo. Kapid, ang pangalan nila ay si Lucio and Lucas. So, yung nakakabatang, yung baby brothers na twins ni Louie, ni Luke, ni Lilo is actually mapapanganak pala. 6 months na, 7 months na. So, for newborn, going to 6 months of age, ano yung pinaka-ideal na food for them? I think it's a no-brainer. Alam natin lahat that the best food for newborns up to 6 months is pure breastfeeding, pure breast milk. Yun talaga yung pinaka-ideal na food because they will get all the nutrients, all the necessary requirements. Yun yung pinaka-importanting food. No more, kahit water, hindi na kailangan. Basta yung baby, naka-pure breastfeeding. Walang kailangan linisin, walang kailangan sterilize. As long as the mother is hygienic, naliligo, kahit ano pa yan, it's the safest food for the baby. Complete with nutrients, complete with anti-allergies, yung mga, kung ano-ano mang mga meron pang antibacterial property, growth for their growth. And did you know na ang breast milk pala ay napakaraming very high in good fats? Yes, very high in good fats yung breast milk. That's why, ang sinasabi nila na ang mga bata ay kailangan ng sugar the whole time. Actually, if you base it on their natural food, hindi kailangan. If you base it in the components ng breast milk, especially yung first few milk, it's very, very rich. Yung colostrum, it's almost fully loaded with fats, no? Tsaka yung mga baby, they have the tendency to easily regulate and shift between ketones as a source of energy and glucose as a source of energy. Kaya hindi yan sila madaling mag-hypoglycemia. nakakatakot nga ngayon kasi in hospitals, the moment na yung, for example, yung baby nasa NICU, yung neonatal ICU, or nasa PICU, parating minomonitor yung sugar nila. And they're always being bombarded with D50 water. D50 water is a 50% 50 molecules, 50 milligrams of glucose per water na concentration. So, yun, kawawa. But now we know that those babies pala, kahit mababa yung sugar level nila, it's not dangerous na mababa. But kasi, during that time, studies show now that they can actually use ketones as a source of energy. Kaya, hindi kailangan ganyan. So, hindi tayo kailangan matakot. So, yes, it's now considered as if merong fact na kailangan paniwalaan, number 1 yan, breast milk is the best for baby. Kahit yung mama may AIDS pa, kahit may hepatitis pa, kahit may sakit pa yung mother, the breast milk that it will produce is actually still the best milk for the baby. Ganon siya ka-okay, okay? Kahit yung mama nga, kahit malnourished na yung mama, yung mother, nature will prioritize the offspring, no? Magiging malnourished muna ang mama before niya i-deplete yung milk supply ng mommy. Kaya for those na hindi maniniwala na ang breast milk ay hindi sapat para sa kanyang anak, huwag maniwala. Ang breast milk ay tamang-tama para sa inyong anak. Did you know na ang laki ng stomach ng newborn is only around this size? Yes, parang kalamansi lang siya. So, yung mga first-time mothers, huwag matakot kung akala ninyo na yung baby nyo hindi nakakakain ng enough amount of milk. It's just that sobrang liit pa ng kanilang tiyan, mas maliit pa sa donut hole namin, kaya madali siyang mabubusog, but madali din siya magugutom. So don't worry, kahit akala mong walang lumalabas, it is enough. And number 1 rule in breastfeeding, the demand of the baby will allow the body to generate its supply. So kada iyak ng anak mo, it's actually a signal sa katawan mo para mag-produce ng more breast milk. So hindi ka kailangan matakot na umiiyak yung anak mo, kasi yung iyak niya, that will be the very thing that will trigger milk production on the mother side. The moment na mag-give in ka kasi naawa ka na at umiiyak siya at ginawa mo, nagtimpla ka na lang ng formula milk, tinaslak mo na, nilagay mo na sa baby mo, it will stop the demand from your body. Kaya, the moment na simulan mo yan at hindi ka na mag-give in, you will start producing less and less breast milk. And that's the time that you might go into a vicious cycle na halos wala ka na talagang breast milk na maproproduce. But, huwag matakot, no? Huwag matakot. Our body has the capacity to produce breast milk as long as meron pa siyang demand na nandyan. Kahit nga, there was this incident na merong lola, namatay yung anak niya. So, yung anak niya, merong bagong silang na sanggol, so walang milk. So, yung lola, walang magawa kasi nasa bukid, pinadede niya yung baby. And after a while, after patuloy niya na pagdede, milk production, naglabas ng milk ang lola. Lola, as in lola na senior citizen na talaga. So that's how wonderful nature is. The nature provides for humanity, for life to be sustainable. It's just that na-influence tayo ng sobrang grabing marketing scheme ng mga gatas na akala natin na yun yung pag-asa ng ating paglago ng ating pamilya, pag-achieve ng greatest and intellectual capacity ng bata. Actually, hindi. Okay? Somewhat sa aming magkakapatid, ako lang yung hindi na breast milk, Meng. For 2 weeks. Ako lang daw yung na breast milk ng 2 weeks lang. But my other siblings are somewhat okay, no? Hindi sila nagkapag breast milk sila. But ako kasi panglima na ako, so stress na si mother nun. At wala pa naman nagturo sa kanya about breastfeeding. So hanggang 2 weeks na daw ako na breastfed. That's why also growing up, meron akong mga allergies, sakit din ako. At of course, I was still on the normal diet. Normal, balanced diet na sobrang taas ng carbohydrates. But good to know, no, na kahit para yung mga iba dyan na hindi nakapag-breastfeeding, huwag mag-alala, may pag-asa pa. Sa nakikita nyo naman, hindi naman ako ganun kasakitin na at parang hindi naman ako delayed, no? So, okay lang naman siguro. So, may pag-asa pa as long as we sustain our later years na pagkain the right way. Okay? So, okay na ba tayo sa newborn until neonates, until 6 months old? Breast milk yan. We will proceed later on. Okay? So, sino ba? Mag-read muna tayo. More may Doc, pure breastfeed po ang baby, pero mataba po. Normal lang po ba yun? Kasi sabi po, need a diet, pero pure breastfeed naman po. If purely breastfed yung bata at wala ka talagang kahit anong ginawang additional na milk, you no longer need to worry about your baby, no? That's just the optimum weight for him or her. Yes, mostly as compared to formula milk, yung mga batang naka-purely breast milk, hindi talaga sila ganun kalaki. Hindi dahil mataba, cute. Hindi yon dapat, because we are actually promoting unhealthy stigma among babies. Yung cute, yung totoong nakakaaliw, yung totoong nakakasaya ay yung batang healthy. So as long as your baby is purely breastfed, no, wag matakot. It will just normalize in time. Baka malaki lang talaga yung build nyo, baka you have the genes, no, na matangkad, muscular, all those, but it's too young for your baby to be told as kailangan mag-diet. So, yung importante lang, you are feeding your baby the right way. Okay? So, wag matakot sa mga ganyan. Ipagpatuloy mo lang yung pag-breastfeed mo. You make them on demand as much as possible. Good afternoon, Kimpoy Balaboy, always here, actively listening, and Juliet Garitan Mendoza. Good evening. Thank you so much. Kathy Bertuda, so much love for you. And yes, kindly months, pure, proud pa daddy here. Wow! And Sharon Roldan. Si Lenny nandyan na. Hello, Lenny. Sabi ni Maming, hello, Tita Karen, I miss you. Hindi ko ba pupunta dito? Bibigyan kita ng low-carb donut. Very nice topic, Doc. Yes, Dewi, thank you. Thank you sa ating mga listeners na nagsasuggest ng topic natin. Okay, Juliet Guritan Mendoza, thank you for sharing. And Campo Quino, layo pala. But I'm so glad merong signal dyan for you to watch this. Okay, so moving on. Toddlers. Pwede natin actually i-lump, no? I-lump natin ang after 6 months until 12 years old. Actually, pwede yon. Kasi we thought ngayon, I want to remove the stigma na merong mga milk for 1 year old, milk for 2 years old, milk for 3 years old. Nung tayong lahat na nandito, actually, nabuhay tayo ng okay, na walang ganyan. Di 1 year old, may 2 to 3 na, may 4 to 5, kada taon na lang merong specific. That is just simply pure marketing strategy. Kung meron sa inyo dito na VP ng mga ganyang products, ng mga milk products, well, I congratulate you for being successful in brainwashing the masses na kailangan natin yon. But nutritionally speaking, milk, no? Yung milk alone, especially formula milk, hindi siya kailangan. Hindi siya essential. If the only thing that children can benefit from milk is calcium. At alam nyo ba na they can get so much calcium coming from eggs? May mabuti pang mag-itlog na lang sila kasi uminom sila ng gatas, because the milk that are available now in the market are actually loaded with sugar. So I don't know. Yes, I know merong mga full cream milk na available. We still buy full cream milk sa bahay because I have a brother with special needs na yun yung pinaka-comfort food niya talaga, yung milk. So we buy milk for him. And it's full cream adult milk. Kasi nga, yung mga bata, hindi na talaga kailangan maging dependent on milk. And I'm so proud na si Lilo Boy, hindi na nagme-milk, no? Silang dalawa ni Loki na starting 2 years old, hindi na talaga sila nag-milk. And they are very active. Hindi sila sakitan, hindi sila sinisipon. Kung meron mang time na sipunin sila, iinuman lang nila ng extra glass of water in a day, okay na sila. So they are that. So, bakit hindi essential yung milk? Kasi by nature, walang walang formula milk. For the last 2 million years that we've been surviving this earth, walang formula milk. Kung meron mang cow's milk, diretso yon. After kuha sa cow, iniinom yon. At kapag wala namang freezer noon, wala namang way to preserve na gawing powder. And the only milk products that they can eat actually over time that we learned are the ones that are fermented or preserved. So ano yon? Cheeses, butter na na-ferment na, at yogurt. So those are milk products actually that we can eat also, as long as you make sure that there's no added sugar. So those things, something na pwedeng makain din ng ating mga anak, ng ating mga young sa family natin. But to say that food is equivalent to milk, that is just a no-no. The moment na mag 6 months na, 'di ba? Yung twins, si Lucio at saka si Lucas, after 6 months talaga, after pure breastfeeding, I'm so happy that the whole family agreed na ipatry na sila. Lucio at si Lucas ay nag-eat na ng eat nila. Anong eat nila? Ano sabi mo sa akin? Fruits and also vegetables. So yung baby namin sa bahay, yung twins, no, yung dalawang gwapong-gwapo kong nephews na twins, 7 months old ngayon at kumakain na sila ng totoong pagkain. They are still being supplemented because yung sister-in-law ko are still producing milk, so nagpapampa din siya, and extra milk halos wala na talaga, and they just eat na the real food, like the human food, no? Merong chicken, merong fish, merong vegetables, merong fruits na minamash lang so that they can eat it. Gait na imo kapid, ano? Squash. Wow. So the twins are also eating squash. So as compared to more adult humans, no, yung mga bata, meron silang mas allowed capacity to process sugar. So that's why fruits, root crops, certain grains, hindi masyadong nakaka-spike na kanilang insulin to a point na madadamage nila, because they are still growing and they can still benefit from insulin increase kasi they are still about to develop, to mature their organs. So kailangan yung insulin, but just the right amount of insulin, the normal amount of insulin coming from pure meat diet, for example, like the ones living in savannah na wala talagang greens, wala talagang vegetations na tumutubo. So yung kinakain talaga nila is pure meat diet, kung ano lang nahahunt nila, like in areas like Alaska or sa mga North Pole na talaga, na wala talagang vegetation. Kinakain nila all animal products, the fish na nakukuha nila, or even polar bear, yon, or kung ano mang the likes na mga meat products na kinakain nila, and they're okay. So low carb for children is actually available and actually quite natural, kasi yung mga binibili natin na, let's say for example, fruit juices, chocolate drinks, mga milk infused drinks na merong milk ng konti at lalagyan na high in calcium and high in vitamins and minerals, are actually loaded by sugar so that it will become palatable para ito kunin. So sino to? So, yan yung twins namin. So, hindi sila magkakulay, di ba? But twins sila, promise. Sabay talaga silang lumabas. Twins yan. So, it's fraternal twins. We have 2 types of twins, no? Yung identical, isa lang silang, nanggaling talaga sila sa isang egg cell at saka isang sperm na na-fertilize na naging dalawa at saka bumuo na naging dalawang tao. But these ones, fraternal twins, are actually from 2 different sets of sperm and eggs, no? So, dalawa talagang na-fertilize. So, eto na sila ngayon. They are so cute. At saka, di ba, ang lulusog nila, and they are purely breastfed. And of course, this is their mommy. And nandyan na yung kids. Okay? So, yan yung kids natin. So, yes, children shouldn't be dependent on milk. Yung isang ang gusto kong sanang i-educate talaga is for us not to be dependent on milk. Kasi once the children is very much dependent on milk, they will hardly you will have a hard time na ipakainin sila ng real na pagkain. Or else, kapag hindi real na pagkain yung kinakain nila, wala na silang tendency. They will be sugar loaded. At yung palat nila to like the real food will be aversive. Hindi na nila magugustuhan yung real na pagkain. Whereas kapag hindi sila nasanay sa sugar, they are bound to appreciate real food. Mas not yung natural sweetness ng, say for example, yung akala kong walang lasa noon, ngayon matamis pala. Squash, for example. I know it is in the caution list kasi it's starchy and also it is not it is high in carbohydrates when taken in excess. Pero noon hindi talaga ako kumakain ng squash o kalabasa kasi akala ko hardcore vegetable sila. And right now, ngayon ko lang nalaman na fruits pala sila. And after a while na hindi na ako nag-sugar at nag-low carb na ako, the last time I ate squash, doon ko lang nalaman na meron pala siyang tamis, matamis pala siya. So it's just because I've been so used to eating sweets, real sugar, direct na table sugar talaga, na yung tolerance ko for sweet is already so high. But now, I'm so glad that somewhat, at least, that was corrected. Naming now, we can now appreciate even a little sweet, kahit natural, kahit sa vegetables, kung kanguyain mo siya, merong lalabas na sweet. So, it is important for children to not be dependent on foods that is high in sugars, or even milk pa. And if yung milk nga hindi essential, how much more the biscuits, how much more the treats that we give them, the candies, the ice cream, the cakes, all those, kahit yung crinkles na parating hinihingi ni Lilo, ay nako, yon ay non-essential, okay? Non-essential yon because hindi lang sugar ang source of energy ng mga bata. Nakikita nga natin ngayon na yung mga bata actually that are very fond of eating sweets are actually the ones that have problem when it comes with attention, when it comes with concentration. Ang hirap nilang ipa-focus sa kanilang studies, ang hirap nilang ipa-focus sa kanilang work, ang hirap makatch yung attention nila. It's because the sugar high is always there. And kapag nag-go down na yung sugar, they will go into sugar crash. And kapag nag-sugar crash na sila, wala na, hindi na rin sila, wala na silang kwenta kasi natutulog na lang sila, pagod na pagod. And kapag nagising sila, gutom na naman sila. And it will be up to you what you will give, no? Yung mga bata, natural pa yan sa kanilang katawan. They don't know about food timing yet, and they will just eat according to their appetite. Kung gusto na nilang kumain, kung kailangan na nilang kumain.
Piatos is not good.
Piatos is not good. So, hindi tayo kumakalaban ng mga brands dito, but in general, yes, potato chips is not good. Okay, tama yan. So, yun yung pinaka-importante. And ang children can actually go shifting energy source from ketones and carbohydrates, no? And it's important lang that they shouldn't be dependent on carbohydrates. We can have proteins and healthy fats as a good source of energy. So, yun. And how about teenage years and early adulthood? Ano ang kailangan natin kainin? Actually, dito na tayo magiging pareho lahat. Because the moment you're already mature, the moment you are already a full-blown mature human being, we can actually live without carbohydrates. It is a non-essential food that is something na makakreate natin. If we are eating lots of proteins, we can convert those extra proteins para gawing glucose, para gawing source of energy, para gawing sugar. But if we are keep on eating sugar, we are risking ourselves with insulin spike and eventually insulin resistance. At kapag meron ng insulin resistance, ano mangyayari sa insulin resistance? Tataba, lalaki, tapos sluggish yung brain, hindi masyadong makakonsentrate, tapos meron pang tataas yung BP, mainitin yung ulo, parating gutom. Kung sino pa yung mataba, siya pa yung parating gutom, siya pa ang parating pagod. Pero kung titingnan, siya yung well-nourished. Pero hindi nila kasalanan yon. Hindi nila kasalanan yon because it's the hormones dictating their body. Once kasi kumakain ka ng carbohydrates at saka dependent ka na on carbohydrates, the sugar in your bloodstream will be easily lost kasi tumataas yung insulin eh. So, after eating, for example, a cup of rice, after 2 hours, wala na sa system mo yung rice. That's after that, gugutumin ka at maghahanap ka na naman ng rice. Bakit? Kasi yung unang rice na kinain mo, o unang bread na kinain mo, or unang french fries, o unang donut, or unang pastry na kinain mo na sugary, will still have insulin effect that can last up to 18 hours. Yes, hanggang 18 hours po yung insulin sa katawan. Kaya, for that moment on, para siyang load. Kapag hindi pa nag-expire yung load mo, at nag-load ka na naman ulit, may extend yung load mo. Pero yung load, mabuti yun kasi nagagamit yun. But what is sad about insulin is that it can have damaging effects. So for example, 7 o'clock na kumain ka or 6 o'clock kumain ka ng rice. Comes after that, dapat sana 12 midnight wala na yung insulin effect. However, after 2 hours only, alas 8, naggutom ka ulit at kumain ka ulit. Yung insulin mo na sana mawawala na by 12 midnight, na-extend na naman ng another 2 hours kasi kumain ka. So, mamumove na naman siya to 2 a.m. hanggat makakain ka na naman ng 12 midnight. So, mamumove naman siya to 6 a.m. the next day. That's why you are on chronic need for glucose because you are sustaining it. But if you know that you are sustaining it and you need not to sustain it, you actually can benefit from eating low carb diet. Instead of giving into sugar and carbohydrates, you better off eat na lang eggs, for example, or cheese, or meat even. Pwede kang kumain ng karne, pwede kang kumain ng manok as snacks mo or pantawid gutom mo. Hindi kailangan tinapay yung pantawid gutom. Yung pantawid gutom, anything that can curb hunger. So, the more nutrient dense it is, the less carbohydrate it is, actually the better. Okay? So, I hope we are clear on that. Especially, so yung mga teenagers, kasi yun yung merong growth spurt, no? Growth spurt, grabe yung pag-mature niyan lahat dyan. At saka, it can make or break. Sometimes, kapag sobrang, yung iba, I know someone na very, very sad because he's very athletic. Only age 20 something, 21, 22. Very athletic, very healthy. Hindi kumakain ng sweets, pero bigla-bigla na-disable. Nagkaroon ng tumor sa kanyang tuhod. So, it's an osteosarcoma. It's a common cancer of the bone sa tuhod, no? And kapag tinignan mo yung kinakain niya, halos akala mo healthy na siya. But what you can't see, kasi sobrang muscular, sobrang physically active, but if you look closely sa kinakain niya, ano yung nandun? Kanin, unlimited rice every day, 3 times a day. So, meron silang family history of tumors and cancer. So, na rin sa kanya what to do. Sometimes nade-depress nga kasi parang wala na siyang pag-asa sa buhay. But I said, it's only up to him. Nasa kanya lang if how he would like to still live, to fight for his life. There is still hope as long as we are living. We just need to commit to how to go about with our food intake, to how to go about with our diet, and most importantly, always keep a positive spirit and always remember your reasons to live. Okay? So, mine was good, and Doc, ganahan kayo ko maminaw, 8 months going strong kami, baby breastfeed. That's so good. I have a friend even, no, yung mga anak nila, sumasakit na lang kasi nangangagat na kasi 4 years old, 5 years old, nagbe-breastfeed pa din. Actually, walang problema yan. That's added nutrition. It's just that it may not become appropriate anymore socially. But who cares about culture if it's nourishing your baby, if it's protecting your baby, especially this time of pandemic. Bye-bye! This time of pandemic na kailangan talaga natin i-focus yung immune system natin. And how about adulthood? So, magdi-differ na tayo dito when it comes to metabolism, okay? Kasi we are running short na ba with time? What time is it na ba? I think, sorry kasi na-late ako. Anyway, with adulthood, sabi nila, the more you increase your age, the lesser is your metabolism. But I think we've discussed that in a couple of episodes ago. The idea behind lang is your metabolism will depend on your activity and will depend on your food intake, and of course, your body structure, no? But it doesn't go with age. Merong mga matatanda na sobrang taas yung metabolism because they are jogging every day, they are running miles every day, and they're also very young, who was very, very sluggish metabolism kasi nga hindi rin tama yung lifestyle nila. They're always sedentary, not moving, and eating junk all the time. So, age will depend on, age is not important, but your lifestyle, your physical activity can dictate your need for metabolism. So, if low yung metabolism mo, yes, that is true. You may benefit from eating less. You can even make it sound like it's a good thing by nakakatipid ka. You can even function with lesser foods. And the sad part about those with low metabolism, the moment they have low metabolism, but they also have what we call as leptin resistance because of, for example, obesity, mahirap silang mabusog. Mahirap mabusog kahit sobrang dami ng stored fat sa kanilang katawan. So, it takes courage, it takes discipline, it takes motivation to keep on to keep on believing and doing and saying no to unnecessary foods. We still have foods in our body na pwede nating magamit as food source, no, during times of fasting. But of course, if you already have medical condition, I don't suggest you doing it on your own. Better to have it under a physician's guidance and having the right knowledge. You can read books about it. There's a lot of videos about it. You can follow my YouTube channel. You can also read the books that I wrote now. For most of our listeners actually are readers of the book. So alam nila. So from womb to tomb, ang coverage ng topic mo, Doc. Ay, Sir Ronnie, galing-galing talaga magawa ng title, no? Sabihan natin si EJ. Si EJ kasi mag-upload dito sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Gawin natin yung title natin. Womb to tomb diet. Now, what's the best per age? Okay, thank you so much for that. So, kapag matanda ka na, yes, I think Doc Iggy once quoted it sa kanyang Facebook page, no, na when you're about 70 na daw, you can benefit from OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, kasi nga yung metabolism mo nagsuslow na. And once you reach 80, you can even live just eating 1 meal a day every other day. So that is ADF or 1 meal a day, alternate day fasting, and then during your eating window, you are only eating once, no? So that is just a rough estimate. And again, I'm saying na it's not just about age, okay? So maybe that estimate is someone for a typical 70 years old na nag-uugod-ugod na hindi na talaga makalakad. But we know people who are very physically active. I know someone who is a great surgeon who is already 71 ba yun? Si Doc Florencio, no? Doc Florencio is a good friend when it comes to low carb lifestyle. Silang dalawa ng kanyang wife niya who are also already senior citizen but is very active and is still doing surgery. Si Doc Florence kasi ano yan plastic surgeon, idol natin yan. So he is very active, very sharp, and sabi niya just like daw yung cactus na 71 years old, yung kamay 71 or 75, yung kamay niya is also very very sturdy din when it comes to surgery, hindi nanginginig. So idol natin yan. So yun, metabolism and the need for your need for food might depend on your metabolism, but your metabolism doesn't depend on your age. It can depend on your physical activity, your lifestyle, your stress level, your optimism level, and of course the food that you eat. The food that you eat can fuel your metabolism or also it can damage your metabolism. And part of metabolism, the important part of which is actually sleep. So I hope you are doing enough sleep. That's why we are promoting circadian fasting. That is eating before sundown. Kasi kapag nakakain tayo, tapos na tayong kumain before sundown, we normalize our hormones sa katawan natin na by 8 to 9 p.m., unti-unti na nagsisecrete yung melatonin sa katawan natin. Especially if we are not exercising, doing a lot of physical activity at night, na mawawala, na pilit na nawawala yung melatonin natin. So we have to avoid, we have our own sleep hygiene, that is avoidance of gadgets and blue light exposure 1 to 2 hours before your bedtime. That way, you will normalize your body actually. Yung mga, especially yung mga tao na nagstostol yung weight loss, yung sabi nila hindi na sila nagwe-weight loss after quite some time, kahit gano'n na kagrabe yung pag-stick nila sa low carb, kahit gano'n na kagrabe yung fasting nila, because it has something to do do with hormonal balance in our body. And one way to correct that hormonal balance is actually adequate sleep at the right time. So it is said to be best sleeping from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And after that, of course, you will still be sleeping, and sometimes it is even relative. We have certain mga known gurus na in the world, no, world-renowned gurus, no, that they're actually not promoting 6 or 8 hours of sleep, but enough that you are sleeping from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. You can even have the ample rest that you need. But of course, for me, alam niyo namang mahilig ako matulog, kailangan minimum 6 hours talaga ako, at kung gusto ko talaga yung 7.5 hours. Kasi kapag nandun, I think everything is aligned, na parang everything will go well in my day. And I know it is not just psychological, but it's about vibrations. Vibrations in your brain that is being projected to the vibrations of the universe, that if you are in alignment in those vibrations, everything will happen smoothly. So if you think that something is not going on your way, try to improve on your sleeping. And if you cannot sleep talaga, we are living in this modern world na magpasalamat tayo that melatonin is now being discovered. So melatonin is a natural sleeping hormone. It will differ from other sleeping pills kasi yung ibang sleeping pills patutulugin ka lang. But melatonin ay patutulugin ka man niya o hindi, but the repair process in your body will be initiated as long as meron tayong melatonin. So, especially for elderlies, kasi naso-shorten yung sleep cycle nila, they can actually benefit with melatonin. That's why I recommend it. 3 to 9 grams a day is okay. Okay? And with pandemic, it has been shown even not to improve and help others recover. Kahit yung may mga diabetes na nagka-COVID, they respond well with melatonin plus vitamin C as part of their treatment regimen. So it's another topic, and I'm sure punong-puno na kayo sa news sa COVID at ayaw nyo nang marinig yon. Pareho tayo. So, but we can benefit from knowing that, especially na hindi naman siya iba sa ating mga pinaniniwalaan. So, Joy, informative topic, Doc. I'm so glad you are here listening, and I wish you well with your journey, and I wish to see you again next week on your follow-up. No? So, Estales Route, location of Tambayanihan. So, Tambayanihan Cafe is here in Bacolod in Number 8, Cametal Road, Bata, Bacolod City. It's the street across Land Bank, Mandalagan or Santa Clara Subdivision. Merong konting obstacle course nga lang kasi maraming truck na dumadaan. But I tell you, it's gonna be worth it to come here. We have low-carb dishes available. So we have beef stroganoff na low-carb. We have chicken casserole. We have a lot of goodies. And we have also low-carb fasting essentials. No? The LCF Essential PH. Meron tayong mga MCT oil, coconut oil, pure coconut oil, cocoa aminos, and apple cider vinegar. Meron din tayong mga mixed nuts na premium mixed nuts. So all those, marami tayo. You can visit our page. We have DIY donuts, and also we have LCF Essential PH. That's been being managed by my brother Alvin, and also the ones managing my clinic. So if you need to have an appointment, message lang kayo sa page natin and he will attend to you. Sobrang over-qualified yan sa admin namin. So I know he can cater you well. So Marvy, Doc, experience ko with my son, nung baby pa siya, nagsusuka siya lagi. No formula milk suited for him. Kaya no choice ako talaga mag-breastfeed. Hehe, 1-year-old, foods na lang siya until now, not drinking milk. 14 years old na siya. Mabaho daw ang milk. My problem to him is sweets. It's okay. So, bata pa naman siya. But don't worry about children having sweets. Tandaan nyo, yung mga anak nyo, nahihilig yan yung sweets. Are not allowed to go to supermarket alone. So, kung anumang mga pagkain na nadadala sa bahay at nakakain nila, we have to take responsibility. We have to be accountable being the adults in the household, no? So, kung mahilig sa sweets yung anak mo, saan siya kumukuha? Hindi yan nagnanakaw for sure. So, either dala mo yan or bigay ng mga pasalubong ng mga tito, tita, daddy, lolo, lola, especially the lolo and lola who just want to spoil and make the youngs happy. But remember, while you are making them happy for that 5 minutes, you are adding damage to their life in general. So, it's up to you. As long as you know at kayang dalhin ng concession mo, so well and good. Pro-choice naman tayo. Hindi tayo mag-go against sa gusto nyo. It's just that I don't want to hear mothers in the end saying na hindi ko alam why my child is while my child is sick, why my child is even at the worst health condition than I am. It's also because you have to look into your grocery bags. You have to look into what you are buying in the grocery stores whenever you are doing your groceries, no? So we have to take accountability. We have to take responsibility as adults. So yun yung pinaka-importante nating malaman when it comes to this way of life. So if you don't have any other questions, if you still have any comments, you can put them in the comment section. And of course, sino yung sabi? Only 1 hour of live broadcast. That's my maming, no? Love na love talaga si maming about this valuable information. Tantamount to tons and tons of helpful and healthy information. Thank you. Many will learn and benefit. So, kung wala kayong mother na kasing stage mother ni maming, sorry na lang. Pero pwede ko rin siyang i-share sa inyo. Tawagin niyo lang siya. Mag-message lang kayo sa kanya at magre-reply yan. So, I'm very proud I have a mother like her, and I wish everybody has a mother like her. And if ever wala kayong mother like her, don't worry. We should stop blaming the circumstance and the world. We are now adults. We can become a mother to ourselves. No? Kaya niyo yan. I-baby niyo ang sarili niyo kung kailangan. Huwag mainggit sa ibang tao. Be happy with what you have. Be thankful of what you have. Be happy and thankful and be grateful, and show that by taking care of your life, starting by taking care of your health. And you can do that in a day-to-day basis by choosing the right food that you're gonna eat. Okay? So, again, mag-hi lang ako kasi alam ko, mamaya, magla-live, manonood yan kahit mga late lang, yung mga pinakamamahal nating si Chloe, si EJ, si Charis, si Ayang nandyan na eh. So, sino pa ba? Marami yan. So, love na love natin lahat. And Marvy, of course, good thing, di po siya sakitin. Mas sakitin pa ako dati. That's good, that's good. Kasi baka kahit mahilig siya sa sweets, baka hindi naman all the time. Yung sweets, yung natural likeness natin for sweets, natural naman yan. Kahit tayong, marami sa atin, mahilig talaga sa sweets. It's just that we are now mature enough and we are now confident enough to say no to them. Kahit nandyan pa siya sa harap mo, but you can now learn to say no. Kasi alam na natin na it will damage us, okay? So, it's okay, don't worry. Makakain man sila ng once in a while, that's okay. Once a month, for example. Basta importante, our rule is low carb, and those sweets and those in our caution and danger list ay nasa exemption rather than the rule. So, we have a food list na meron na categorized into safe, merong caution, and merong danger. So, kung meron man, if you haven't seen that, message lang kayo. We will send that to you. Marian Jan Banjola and Sherwin is watching. Well, buti na lang mga friends yan. Friends yan ang mga brothers ko. And with Sherwin, no, I'm so proud, no, na niwala talaga sa no rice. I don't need much convincing kasi alam kong matatalino naman yan. Alam nila if it's making sense. But it's just that they need to experience it themselves. If you haven't tried it yourself yet, try it. If meron kayong loved ones na maraming problema sa health and ayaw din maniwala with low carb lifestyle, try to tell them that do it for experimentation or for science sake. We already know what's the normal diet, the balanced diet, the high carbohydrate, 3 times a day rice diet, the no rice but with bread diet. Alam na natin kung anong epekto niyan. But why not try this way of life that's na walang ibang makakabenepisyo, walang ibang makaka-profit sa'yo but you alone. Kung gusto mong wala talaga maka-profit sa'yo, you can even go into fasting, no? Tubig na lang yung iinumin mo. At kung ayaw mo pa talaga tong tubig, wala ka talagang gagastusin, you can even go into dry fasting, di ba, Ayeng? Si Ayeng, nakapag-dry fasting na yan. So, wala ka talaga, babaho ka lang. So, magtago ka lang sa kwarto mo. So, that's okay. So, Tita Melanie Toya, the second cousin of my mother, hello din po, Tita. Thank you so much for watching. So, ngayon, ubos na naman yung oras natin kasi na-late ako. Mama Lu, Gloria, Valencia, again in 2 weeks time. I'm so excited for your journey. I hope our consultation was able to help you, and I'm excited for you din no na makakabasa na ng book soon. So we already shipped the books that you ordered. So we have 3 books: Perfect at Last Weight, Evolutionary Perspectives Guide in Attaining an Ideal Body Weight the Fastest Most Natural Way, and we also have Perfect at Last Health, Eat to Heal. So, ano yung kakainin so that we will heal. And lastly, of course, our Perfect at Last Wellness, the external calm amidst external chaos. So, hindi pwede, yung stress natin, sometimes hindi lang sa pagkain, minsan sa paligid na natin. So, we may not be able to control our surroundings, but what we can control is our response to it, our response to others. So, sabi ni Sharon Roldan, yung youngest ko, wala pong kahit anong vaccine since birth. Wow! Except newborn screening alone. Need po ba talaga pabakunahan ko? I so grateful na very healthy siya. Di sakitin. That's good. So, yung vaccine yan, medyo controversial na ngayon. So, wag muna tayong mag-comment dyan. So, yung pinaka-importante, vaccine is a form of prevention. But the most important form of prevention is good health, good immune system. Kasi vaccines may fail, our physical distancing may fail, even our hygiene may fail, but our immune system, it's only up to us if it will fail us or not. So, yun yung topic mo natin for tonight. I wish you the best weekend this coming Saturday and Sunday. Magsisimula na tayo sa ating Valentine week. So, share all the love kahit hindi na Valentine's. Share all the happiness with everybody. Remember to fast as long as you can. And if you cannot fast, you can do keto. And if you decide to eat, finally, stay low carb so that you will all stay safe. Maraming salamat. Goodbye, my dearest Flo. Replay mo na lang. And of course, our dearest Charisse and everyone else. Maraming salamat. And to my brother, Andrew, who will watch and download this. And to all the crew of MV Puma Max na nanonood ng ating replays. Maraming salamat. And thank you, of course, to EJ and Mona for always supporting. Bye-bye po. Maraming salamat. Happy weekend. Enjoy!